Yes, everybody. Happy Salah Extension Day. The day we've all been waiting for is finally here. We got the news. Obviously, it broke this morning. I mean, we already knew, right, from yesterday. All the most reliable sources were saying that both Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk both agreed 2-year extensions, meaning they'll be here till the summer of 2027. Come on. And obviously Salah was officially announced this morning. So many beautiful photos and videos, interviews and everything like that. And it doesn't actually look like, though, initially looked like Virgil could be announced today too, but he's actually not going to be announced today too. And maybe that's because, today is dedicated to all the content around Mo and his extension. And maybe this weekend they're keeping a day for Virgil van Dijk. But guys, do not stress. Our captain is 100%. That deal is 100% done. Here we go, has already come from Fabrizio Romano. So, guys, our two leaders, our loyal leaders, our captain Virgil, 2-year deal. Mohamed Salah, 2-year deal. As they both have opportunities to cement their places, cement their legacies, not just at Liverpool, but in Premier League history, as the very best to have ever graced this English league. How's everybody feeling, though? Football Clip says, bro, it's 3 a.m. for me. Yo, Yusuf, nice to see you. It's been, bro, busy day, crazy day. Do you think Trent's situation prevent? Lila, no, I don't think so. Because look, what does that change? Trent is still going to get all the criticism he will right now. Like Paddy the Batty, for example, came yesterday and called him, all sorts of names, saying that, he's not a Scouser anymore, Trent. So that will continue to come. The criticism for Trent will continue to come because that was always going to come once these contracts were announced. I think most of us were confident about these two. But yeah, obviously Trent is going to be going to Real Madrid. Yo, Elena is in the building. Nice to see you. So happy for Mo, my motivation for school. Let's go. Come on. Oh my God, bro. It's unbelievable. Madesh, big up. Love you too, brother. I'm in the building. I'm so hyped. How could we not be hyped? Dig Bees, nice to see you as well. Finny's in the building too, saying my twin brother barged in my room early in this morning to tell me about the news. I love that. I love it. Did you see Onana? Yeah, bro. I literally had football. I was playing football 5-a-side last night. And as I came out, the final 5 minutes of the game were played, so I didn't get to watch I watched the highlights since then, but I just watched the final 5 minutes, and he really should have done better. And then hopefully future Liverpool player Ryan Cherki, the French wizard, scored the equalizer late on for Lyon against Man United. And yeah, there were 2 mistakes from Onana. Abzinho says, I wake up and see this. Yes, bro. Naiko, nice to see you in the building too. What's good? Oh my God. Luke edits. Onana proved Matic right, yeah. In celebration of Salah's new contract, I made an edit about Liverpool. I'm so happy that the King is staying and that Virgil van Dijk are staying. Bro. And imagine, one of the main reasons, by the way, I want Arne in the building right now because I just want to tell you guys, I want a quick moment of appreciation for our boss. Not only, obviously, is he on his way to guide us to a 20th league title, a historical 20th league title, but apparently, this is Fabrizio Romano who has this, the news behind the scenes. Apparently, one of the main reasons that both Virg and Mohamed Salah decided to extend is because of our boss and how much they believe that we'll continue to compete for every single trophy. And let me tell you something, I want to credit Liverpool Football Club as well for the appointment of Arne. So many people criticize their ownerships. So many people criticize. And I'm sick and tired of negativity on the internet for clicks and crap like that. There is so much negativity out there from even Liverpool fans, Liverpool channels, all that stuff. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta give credit where it's due. Finding a replacement for Jurgen Klopp was an incredibly difficult job. Incredibly difficult job. Once Xabi Alonso also announced that he was staying at Leverkusen, so many of us kind of lost hope and we were like, oh my God, now there's no one else out there. They brought in a manager that most of us knew nothing about, that was not globally famous within the world of football. And look at the job he's done. We obviously see on the football pitch that we're 11 points clear in April. But let me tell you something. Virg and Mo extending, for me, is the best signs of what's happening behind the scenes. And what I mean by that is they obviously get to see our boss and his coaching staff work day in, day out. And you know they have elite standards. They could have gone to many top European clubs on a free. Trust me. And yet they decided to stay at Liverpool Football Club, obviously because they love the city, the fans, the club, all of this, right? But trust me, they would have needed to believe in the project in the long term, or at least in the next 2 years, to stay. And that's what Arne Slot has convinced them. And that, for me, is another reason why I'm so happy about this news, because it's very telling for what's happening behind the scenes. It tells you that there's so many good things happening behind the scenes for them to trust this manager, for them to trust this project, for them to trust that this summer we're going to spend and that we're going to back Arne Slot. And that's why, guys, I'm ecstatic beyond levels, because I'm looking at the vision behind the scenes beyond just these 2 extensions. You know, and Arne Slot said in his press conference today, which I think is so spot on as well, he said that convincing players to come this summer too will be a lot easier when they know they can play alongside one of the greatest players to ever grace football in Mohamed Salah and the greatest center back to potentially ever grace football in Virgil van Dijk. Imagine, like, you're a Kirkez or you're Huijsen from Bournemouth and you're deciding between joining an Arsenal, Chelsea or Liverpool. Trust me, Virgil and Mo staying are also massive in that way. When Arne Slot is on the phone and he says, look, the 2 best players who had offers from everywhere else, they decided to stay here because they know that we can compete for all the biggest trophies. Bro, that is the best sign in the world, in my opinion. For, again, what's behind the scenes, the stuff we don't get to see as fans. But public moments like these, for me, say everything. And that's why I'm so optimistic about our future. I'm so optimistic about our summer when I see news like that. Big up Tommy Vision, thank you for the support, who says, let's go Leo, can we do a Mo Salah chain in the chat? Who's been a community support member for 2 months. Big up, you absolute legend. Big up, brother. Oh my God, I'm too hyped, guys. The positive energy in the building. It's sunny today too. I see it's sunny in Liverpool as well, bro. I'm too excited. Him Kong says, Leo, who's the best midfielder for us this season? For me, it's... Oh, you're saying in world football? I would agree with Pedri, yes. I would say he's the best midfielder in the world this season. He used to be compared to Jude Bellingham, but I think based off of this season, Pedri has done much better than Jude Bellingham. Guess the time in India and Paris. I believe it's 12 p.m., bro. I forget what the time zone difference. You're going to have to tell me. Léo, je peux parler français si tu veux. Well, Finny, most people in the building don't speak French, so we're not going to speak French, but let's freaking go. Liverpool is the GOAT. I am more than good. I am absolutely buzzing. It's a sunny day here in France. It's a sunny day in Liverpool. It's one of the best Fridays. Connor Bradley is back fully fit. Alisson is back fully fit. They'll both probably start against West Ham this weekend as well. Bro, it is a good moment. It is a good moment to be a Red right now. We got to cherish every single one of these moments, you guys. We got to freaking cherish. Hazza Footy, nice to see you in the building. You celebrated for an hour. I've celebrated for more than an hour. The buzz I feel right now is just different level. It's different level. Neil Big Up, who says, such good news to wake up to this beautiful sunny morning in Wales. Wow, it's beautiful and sunny in Wales too. It is just a sign that we're all feeling this weather as well. It's around 3 p.m. Oh, it's early for you, Ashwini. Usually a lot of the streams are much later for you. Man City says, I don't believe it. Loads people criticizing Liverpool's manager in his first season. He's won it, so we really shut them up. Big up, Man City. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that from you. Liverpool X Edits, nice to see you in the building. And Sonny Hughes, nice to see you. Liverpool X Edits. Are we playing West Ham tomorrow? No, we're playing West Ham on Sunday. On Sunday. When's our next Anfield game? Because Anfield is going to be wild. This weekend, Abzinho, we play West Ham at home on Sunday. So it's going to be crazy, bro. And I can see Salah scoring and just this the noise being different level at Anfield after this extension. Oh my God, I'm telling you, he's going to score this weekend. He's going to score this weekend. Luca, what do you mean by the lines? Luca, what do you mean by the lines? What's up, bro? I feel so happy for Liverpool as a Barca fan. May Salah and Virgil van Dijk never walk alone. Big up, bro. You know I'm supporting Barca over Real Madrid this season, so we're going to be doing a watch-along for the Copa del Rey too. By the way, when is the final for Barca Real Madrid, the El Clasico? I can't wait for that game. You best believe I'm going to be supporting. It's in April. Okay, the 26th of April. We're going to be doing a watch-along for that. I can't wait. It's a Saturday. Can't wait for it. As an Egyptian, happy for Salah and the fans. Oh my God, you must be happy on a different level. On a different level. There was a picture of Trent. Nah, Go 12. The only reason he had that, I know what picture you're talking about, Go 12. The only reason Trent was holding that kind of bag with the books is for a promotion video for AXA. That's on the YouTube channel, Liverpool YouTube channel. So don't look into that as a sign or anything like that. It's just part of a promotion for, like I said, for AXA, which is, you know, on this AXA that's on the shirt. That's the only reason. Who do you think will win the tie of Man United versus Lyon? Ashwini, maybe we should do a watch along of that next Thursday. I'm curious to see how that game goes down. Let me know if you would want to watch along for that second leg. I do think, I mean, I'm obviously going to be supporting Lyon, no doubt about it, but I do think United will get the job done at home because their entire season rests on that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Liba, for the support. I appreciate it. Man City, we can't compare Trent and Connor Bradley at right back. I mean, Trent is world class. He is world class. You know, I'm not going to be one of these sulky fans that all of a sudden, because Trent is going to Real Madrid, I'm going to say, oh, he can't defend, he can't do this. Nah, bro, I'm not salty like that. I'm not salty like that. I'm obviously very unhappy that he's deciding to leave, and I won't view him the same way. But the way I rate him, whether he's at Liverpool or not, he was made in Liverpool, you guys. And I think he's absolutely world class. I think he's better defensively than people make him out to be. Again, I'm not just going to change my stance now because he's going to Real Madrid. And he's absolutely elite going forward. And therefore, you can't compare him to Connor Bradley. You cannot compare him to Connor Bradley. Like the things Trent does, and I think in the games where he's been missing recently, we've also seen Salah. One of the reasons I think Salah hasn't been at his best either is because he doesn't have Trent in behind him. Trent is a world-class creator. The passes he plays in behind for Mo, like that is something that we can't replace. You know, that's not replaceable. He's one of a kind. And Connor Bradley obviously is going to be a great option. And I do think he should start the rest of the season. But you can't compare Connor Bradley to Trent. Trent is one of a kind. Seriously. Unfortunately. That's just the truth. It's the reality. I agree it's stupid for him to leave. I completely agree. GMA, nice to see you in the building. Any update on Trent if he could play in a red shirt again? Well, the update is that he's supposed to be back towards the end of April, so in a few weeks. And I do think Slot, once he's back, I think he'll play him. Slot is not the type to care about emotion, to care about contract talks, and that's another thing where a manager deserves so much credit because it's hard to go about your business in a calm way when there's all this pressure from media on the contract talks of Virg, Mo, and Trent. That's been going this entire season. But I don't think now that those two are officially signed, or at least one, but it's going to be done, Virg, I don't think that's going to change his stance. I think he's still going to play Trent. Slot doesn't care. He just wants to win football games. Trust me, he does not care. Yeah, Yeah, Liverpool X edits. Van Dijk's announcement will not be today. Indeed, it won't be today. So do you think Trent will get a good reception at Anfield? I don't think he's really gonna get a. I think most fans will just not do anything. I think we're respectful enough to not boo at him and stuff like that. There's no point in that. Like once a decision's been made, I mean, this is at least my mentality. I'm not someone who's sulky, who wants like who's going to be angry after a decision's been made. Let's just freaking move on. Let's move on because no one is bigger than this football club. And I think most people at Anfield will feel the same way. We're just going to be silent. We're not going to view him the same way. We're not going to respect him the same way. But let's just be graceful like we always are. Liverpool fans are graceful at the end of the day. Some aren't online. I agree. Definitely, there's Liverpool fan channels out there who love to spread crap, like it gets a lot of clicks. But trust me, most people at Anfield won't be doing that. They definitely won't be doing that. So, yep. Fajito, yes, yes. Let me see if there's any updates because James Pierce did say that Virgil van Dijk's announcement won't be today. So we won't be getting a double announcement today. But that's fine because it'll come at some other point, I'm sure. You know what I mean? It'll be another day of dopamine when Virgil gets announced. So I don't think that's a bad thing. They deserve to have their own separate days, that's for sure. They really do. They really do. And in his press conference, Slot did say this on Virgil too. Anyways, I think you know the answer. So that's cheeky from Arne Slot, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, seen every single player in the world has little drop offs in like that, and me personally, Yassine, I'm not the type of fan that's just going to be reactionary off of a few games. When you put in one of the greatest individual seasons ever to lead us to a Premier League title, I find it hard to criticize you. Like I find it crazy the fans that think he should be dropped and stuff like that. Like I think people are out of their minds. People need to be less reactionary. It happens to everyone, except maybe a Messi or Ronaldo who are robots. But otherwise, everyone has their ups and downs. It's normal. And most of the season has been a major up. Like I said, it's going to go down probably as the greatest individual season statistically wise, which is there's a reason why those numbers have never been done before. Happy birthday to you, Sophia. That's the best freaking news for you on your freaking B day. Are you kidding? Congratulations. That's the best birthday gift you could get. You know, Salah only got really stopped by Nuno Mendes, who really has been crazy for PSG. He's the best left back in the world this season. Did you see his performance against Villa as well? Bro, he's incredible, PSG's left back. Absolutely incredible. Big up Arsenal JM. Thank you for the support. Shout me out, Leo, please. My name's Kia, and I never shout out my B days tomorrow. So can you please shout me out, Kia? Happy early birthday to you. That's the best early birthday present you could ask for. Kirkez, there hasn't been news in a while, but he seems like our number one option at left back. And the fact that Richard Hughes, our sporting director, was at Bournemouth before, I do think that will help us in the negotiations. The fact that Subasai is at the club too. The fact that if we were to sign Kirkez, we could tell him immediately he would be our starting left back. I don't think it's too difficult of a deal to get over the line. I expect that to be one of our... I think that's... You know how usually a lot of our signings are kind of unexpected. They're not the type of signings that are the obvious ones. I think Kirkez might be one of the obvious ones that actually does end up happening because he really seems like he suits our style. He's 21, Premier League proven. The price isn't that crazy. It seems like Bournemouth are asking between 40 to 45 million pounds, but man, he has so much ability already, so much potential to grow. And like I said, he really seems like a Liverpool type signing that we're going to get done. It is my personal opinion. What do you think about Désiré Doué, bro? He is insane. I think Désiré Doué, apart from Lamine Yamal, might be the best under 21 talent in the world. And I know that he's only been at PSG for this season, but bro, people were saying already when he was at Rennes last season before he moved to Paris, so many people were telling me that, obviously I talked to French football fans. I don't watch Ligue 1 that much, but they were telling me this Désiré Doué is going to be one of the best players for the future. And look, he's doing it on the biggest stage in the Champions League in the quarterfinals, scoring an absolute banger. I was even looking at an analysis from Thierry Henry. He was saying that goal is incredibly hard to pull off. And yeah, he's generational talent, I would say, on that level. Because, yeah, I'm hearing from players, too, that have played with him that see him in training. And apparently his ability is just on a different level. Big up, Liba. Kaya. Okay, Kaya, happy early birthday to you. Yes, I did see the traffic jam with Arne. Finny, I posted that on Liverpool Goals. I'm the one that posted that on Liverpool Goals. There are no updates on Frimpong just yet. As an Arsenal fan, I'm happy that Virg and Salah are staying. Bro, there's so many respectful Arsenal City fans in the building. I'm sending my love to you guys. You guys are absolute legends. Absolute legends. I don't know for the right back position. That's one I can't really give my opinion on because I definitely don't think we should be signing Lucas Vazquez. No, thank you. That, no. But for the right back position, I'm going to be fully on board whoever the club signs, and I definitely think the club will sign someone this summer. I'm going to be on board with that because, again, the every single signing that we make, of course, now our scouting department is going to have more of a say than in the Jurgen Klopp days. That's what all the reports are saying. In my opinion, Arne Slot has already gone like months back because I think they would have known a while back that Trent was likely going to leave. He would have said to our scouting department and Richard Hughes, listen, in a right back, these are all the main attributes I look for. And I think in contrast to like a Frimpong, I do think one of the main attributes he will look for is someone who's solid defensively first and foremost. So that's why I kind of doubt that Frimpong would happen. But like I said, I'm confident with whoever the club gets because I think Slot would have gone, like I said, to our scouting department, to Richard Hughes, and he would have said, listen, these are the top 3 attributes I want in a right back. Can you go out there and give me 3 to 4 options? And then they would have looked at those different players and seen who can adapt to the Premier League, who can adapt to my system, all these different intricate, pieces that need to come together, and they'll sign the best option out of all those. So yeah, whoever we get, honestly, I'm not too fussed because I'm gonna trust it, and I probably don't think it's gonna be the obvious option in a Frimpong. I don't think it will be because there will be a lot of options that we probably aren't aware of out there that are top options. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time to be a right is all I'm gonna say. Yo, Sonny's in the building. Nice to see you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Who says, I have no words how happy I am. Lol, I'm in work. I'm practically running around with excitement, Sonny. That's how we've all felt this morning when the news dropped. And And not just the fact, obviously that Salah is officially signed. The latest update, by the way, Sonny, the latest update, you guys, is we initially thought Virgil could also be announced today. They've decided to do it on separate days, probably because the news is so big, right, of Mo extending that deserves its own day of celebration. And maybe tomorrow, Sunday, we'll see. But anyways, there's no need to stress. Virgil is 100% done. The here we go's already come from Fabrizio. So I think it's a good decision, honestly, to do it on separate days so that we can have that adrenaline. We can have the adrenaline rush on separate days to just like feel the magnitude of the news, the fact that we're going to get 2 more years. And another part of that is fantastic is the fact that we know we're going to have to replace these 2 in the long term. Imagine how beautiful it'll be that we get more time to look for those replacements in the meantime and potentially bring them in while Virg and Mo are still at the club to be mentors, to help guide the future. Like teachers, like mentors. And you know how much Liverpool means to them. So they'll be really happy to have those kind of roles. And I just think, guys, for the future of this football club, it is absolutely brilliant news. And that's why my buzz is going to keep going for weeks and months to come, because we also could be very special, obviously, if we go on to win the title. So, guys, I think I'm just going to have a beaming smile for months and months to come now. And the summer is also going to be crazy busy. So there's going to be so much content. There's going to be so much for us to talk about and come together around. And I am just so freaking hyped, you guys. Like, just on a different level. Big up Kostub. Thank you very much for the super chat, who says, hope this contract news fires up Salah and the team to rediscover their spark and finish the season strong. The league is ours. I think it will. I 100% think it will. But also there is news, Arne confirmed in his press conference today that Alisson is back fit to start. So he'll start this weekend against West Ham. And Connor Bradley as well is ready to start now. So having Alisson and Connor Bradley back starting, guys, that's huge news for us as well. So that'll be another boost for the squad. So I think big performance is coming this Sunday at Anfield. Imagine what the atmosphere will be like too after this news. Oh my God, bro. It is. I'm too excited. I can't hold it back. I can't hold any of this back. And it's also, I just love the fact that it's proven so many people wrong, because the amount of people I heard out there that were like, oh, they won't stay, this and that. And it's just like, for the haters, it feels so good too. Oh, Sophia says, I'm going shopping in Edinburgh today for my birthday. I really want to buy a Salah shirt after the news. Is it also beautiful in Edinburgh, Sophia? I bet it is. Yo, Fizz Football is in the building. What's good? Are you a Liverpool fan as well? Bro, the buzz is too high. I can't deal with this buzz. It is just much too high. How long is the deal? It's a 2-year deal, Fizz. 2 years, so until the summer of 2027. And Virgil van Dijk is exactly the same 2-year deal till 2027. It's really hot. Oh, Sophia, I'm so excited to be going out later today too. It's a sunny day in France as well. So, bro, the buzz is too high. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, you guys. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Big up Chelsea Edits. I'm coming to Anfield soon. Very excited. Big up Drop Gaming. I'm also planning my trip to go to the parade. To go to what one the parade could be, which would be on May 26th. I'm trying to plan that right now to see what's the best way to get to Liverpool for that. Do y'all think Salah can win at least one more Golden Boot in the Premier League? Definitely, Fizz. 100%. And he can win more Premier League Player of the Months, which would make him the record of all time. I think today he has 8, and that's the all-time record. I think Harry Kane and Sergio Aguero have it, if I'm not mistaken. If he gets one more Premier League Player of the Month, which he will now, he's going to break the all-time record for that as well. So he's going to continue to break every record there is. Every record. Nah, PSG won't sell Mendes at any price. PSG is a club, guys, just so you know, that's why I'm never going to think about signing someone like Désiré Doué either. Remember, PSG is Qatar owned, so they have like unlimited funds basically. So the only time PSG will let go of a player is if they force a move, like Kylian Mbappé left. Kylian Mbappé, trust me, if they want to keep a player, PSG keeps a player, because they can just give them crazy wages. they can keep, you know what I mean? It's not like other clubs. So unless a player, like I said, forces a move, like puts in a transfer request, then it's not going to happen with PSG. And they're going to ask for ludicrous money, which aren't deals that we ever want to do. We like to go for smart deals. He's incredible. 8 in 12 months, that has to be a record. LFC Go, let me show you guys actually where Salah currently is. Guys, let me show you in terms of goal scorers. I made a post about that yesterday, actually. Look at this, you guys. I was actually asking on Instagram what you guys thought about this. Hold on, let me find the graphic. Here it is. Look, you guys. This is the graphic. So, Mohamed Salah right now is on 243 goals. 243 goals from 394 appearances, you guys. From 394 appearances. I definitely think he'll overtake Roger Hunt in second place because Roger Hunt is on 285, but he is 103 goals away from our all-time top scorer, Ian Rush, who has 346 goals. The only thing that I think might make him want to stay genuinely is, let's say Salah goes on to have 2 more incredible seasons and he actually gets close to Ian Rush's record. Given Salah's mentality, I wouldn't be surprised if he signed another year or 2 after that, because he would just want to be our great top ever goal scorer. Imagine. But yeah, as you can see, like his minutes played, 32,000, and he has 243 goals. It's insane. Look compared to the others. Insane. And he's doing it in this era as well. Fizz says, I think the UCL final will be PSG Bayern with the PSG win. Their first ever. That's my prediction. Me personally, I think it's going to be a PSG Barca final. I don't even think... Bro, that's surprising you say that. I even think Inter will beat Bayern over 2 legs. They've beaten them already in the first leg. I think it'll be an Inter Barca semifinal, and then Arsenal PSG. Cat Stoop, thank you again for the super chat, who says, can't wait to hear the chant fans cook up for Salah at West Ham game this weekend. I wish I was there to join. Me too, I wish. But we're going to do a watch along for that, and the energy is going to be crazy this weekend. The energy is going to be crazy, crazy, crazy this weekend. To get loads of records. Yeah, he will definitely be breaking more records. Knowing Mohamed Salah, he will be breaking more records. That's just what he does. That is just what he does. Thank you, Liverpool Edits. Big up. Bye, Soccer Edits. See ya. Oh, it's getting late in Australia. Vig up in the building. Inter will win the Champions League. Wow, says Sedar, by beating PSG 3-1. Mark my words. Imagine that. That would be crazy. That would be so, so crazy. That would be wild, wild, wild. Yes, Carl Trent is leaving. It looks like it's only a matter of time for that one. Kenny Dalglish is in 8th place. Kenny Dalglish has 172 goals. 172. Big up Ria, me too. Let's go. Sedar says it's going to be an Inter PSG final. Inter wins. Imagine. I think it's going to be a Barca PSG final. James says, I just woke up and right when I got on my phone, I saw that Salah got re-signed and I was very happy. Of course, James. Do you see Konate staying for the foreseeable future? I hope so, Arlen. What I do think will happen is he only has 1 year left on his deal. I think this summer is going to be make or break. Either he decides to agree and we get a new contract, and if he doesn't, I think we'll sell him. And the reason I think we'll sell him is we won't want to lose a player of his worth on a free. We won't want to. So this summer is going to be make or break for Ibou Konate's future, you know? Trenty boy, shout out to you. Thank you, Musa. I appreciate it. We don't know what the exact wage is, but apparently it's very similar to his previous wage, which was £350,000 per week, and we've remained within the same wage structure. That is from a reliable source. Shout out to you, Hassan. What's your prediction for Liverpool West Ham? I think it's going to be a big win. Like I said, the atmosphere at Anfield is going to be crazy on Sunday because of this news, and I think this team is just gonna like they have a lot of frustrations after the last few games. I think it's gonna be a big win. I'm going 4-0 for Liverpool. Keenan thinks PSG will win the Champions League, bro. They've been playing so well. And yeah, Dean Huijsen, bro, I would take him in a heartbeat, 100%. But a lot of clubs are interested in him this summer too because he has a £50 million release clause, and his actual market worth is probably more than that, given how highly rated he is, and the level of talent and his age and everything like that, you know. 380, yeah. So it's within the same structure. Will you be going to any game? As Sweeney, I don't think so. The plan is basically I'm trying to go to Liverpool for the final game, but the tickets are so expensive that I'm probably just going to watch it at a pub with some friends and then go to the parade the next day. That's the plan. I still haven't managed to organize it because it's so expensive, that trip, but I'm trying to make it happen right now. And but yeah, the plan is to be in Liverpool and meet other Reds and celebrate and hopefully bring you guys an in real life stream. That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Bring an in real life stream for the parade on the 26th of May. That would be my dream. I hope Trent changes his mind. If Trent changes his mind, I would be so happy, but I don't see it happening. I don't really see it happening. I gotta be real. But I would be so happy if that happened. Yeah, Messi, Salah. I watch every single Liverpool preseason game. So whatever Liverpool preseason games that will be this summer, I will definitely be watching it. Uni, nice to see you in the building. Who's a Bournemouth fan? Who says, as a Bournemouth fan, I really don't want either Kerkez or Hoyson to leave. But knowing our recruitment policy, I think it's best. I would like to see Kerkez at Liverpool and Hoyson at Madrid. I mean, Uni, what you can be so thankful about is your recruitment team is one of the best in the world. Like, you get incredible deals. So if you're able to sell Carquez for 40 to 45 million and Hoyson for 50 million, that's basically 100 million pounds. That's so much money for players you brought in not long ago for bargains. Like, that's crazy profit that you're about to make that you can then reinvest in the market. And all you Cherries fans, like, you can have trust that whoever you end up replacing them with probably will be top options. You know what I mean? Given your track record in recent years. But my question, Eunice, because I don't know Bournemouth in and out, was it Richard Hughes who signed Kirkez and Hoyson, or was it another sporting director? I actually don't know that. I let me know if you have that info, because I'd be really curious for that one. I'd be really curious for that one. Klopp will be coming to the parade, LFC GOAT. That's what we know for sure. He said that already. And he will be coming back to Liverpool as well to do a talk with the Liverpool Foundation. So those are two things that we know for sure. Do you think Madrid can make a comeback? Aaron, yes, if they score early at the Bernabeu, then I think it'll be possible. And guys, we will be doing a live watch along for that. So if you're going to be watching the Real Madrid Arsenal game, make sure to tune in because Max will be back on the channel. That's on Wednesday night. I can't wait for it. It should be a cracking game. The first leg was already crazy. Crazy. Happy birthday to you, Fearless Harry. That is indeed the best gift you could ever receive. That's unreal. YouTube. You seem like a respectful Man United fan, so welcome in the building. Welcome in the building. Oh, I love this, guys. Hola, Ena. Hola, Ena. The right back of Forest says the league is finished. He signed again when reacting to the Salah news. Bro, I love that. You're going to the Liverpool West Ham game? Oh my lord, lucky. I think the atmosphere is going to be crazy for that one. Lucky, lucky duck. Oh my. Uni says, I believe Kirkez was signed by Richard Hughes while Hoyson was signed by Thiago Pinto. Would be interesting to see Kirkez reunite. I think it'll happen. William says, hi Leo, I have You'll Never Walk Alone syndrome. Me too. Me too. You're not the only one. I think Kirkez will be our first signing of the summer, bro. I would love that so much. No, I stopped playing video games. I stopped playing video games. I'm going to the Arsenal Newcastle game. Oh my god, Carl. Enjoy. The atmosphere at the Emirates, I bet, is going to be crazy now for the rest of the season because of the result you got against PSG. It's going to be crazy, crazy. Have you ever been to Australia? I've never been. It's on my bucket list, though. I will come one day. It's my dream to come visit one day. My absolute dream. Leo, would you want Isaac for Liverpool? Yes, I would love it. I would love, love, love it. 6 a.m. for you. Oh, that's the best news to wake up to. I'm going to the West Ham game. Joseph says, on Sunday, you'll never walk alone. Oh, enjoy it. If you could sign any player in the upcoming transfer window, like someone was just mentioning, for me, Isaac or Julian Alvarez, one of those two elite strikers are the two I would die if we sign one of those two. Because just thinking about a future where Isaac can link up with Mohamed Salah, oh bro, it's finished. It's finished. I would be way, 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 way too excited. I would be way too excited. If Messi Salah says, if anywhere, go to Melbourne. There's a stadium with over 100,000 capacity. Yeah, I've heard about that. I could sell my. Nah, you got to go to the West Ham game. The atmosphere is going to be crazy. Don't resell it. You just got to go. Who do you think will be our second summer signing? None of the above. None of the above. I think it might be Ekitike. Etikite, the striker for Frankfurt. Yeah, Swinder, Darwin will be leaving this summer indeed. It looks like it's only a matter of time. Ruben, you'll never walk alone. Big up, nice to see you in the building. Who says we should sell Jota and Darwin, sign Isaac or Alvarez, and have Gakpo Diaz on the wing. I think it's likely. I could see someone like I could see Jota potentially going to Wolves and Darwin going to Saudi. That's my personal prediction. We shall see though. It all depends if those clubs can pay the money. You know, pay the money. That's it. You know. Yeah, bro. Liverpool needs to come to Australia. Who do I want as a backup for Gravenberg? I want Stefan Bajcetic to get a chance, Alpo. I'm a huge fan of Stefan Bajcetic. And I just hope that, like, now he's getting minutes week in, week out for Las Palmas in La Liga. I'm hoping he comes back this summer and he gets a chance because I rate him so highly. Whenever he was fully fit for us in that season when we had that injury crisis, I thought he was our best midfielder. And I rate him so highly that I really, really hope that he gets his opportunity. He will in preseason, but I hope he grasps it because having Gravenberg and Bajcetic, two young players in that position, my God, our future would be sorted. And I would rather then spend the money on a number 10. Actually, I don't know because we have Soboslai and Harvey Elliott. It's hard to say, but yeah, all I'll say is I want Bajcetic to stay. Is Isak more important to Liverpool than Kirkez? I just don't think Newcastle will sell Isak. So I think it's more Isak isn't really possible, whereas Kirkez is definitely a possible deal for the club. You know what I mean? That's the difference in my opinion. Who do I think will be our striker next season? I don't know, but I don't want it to be Cunha. That football guy, Cunha definitely has the ability. I mean, he's a Brazil international already, but I just worry about his on off the pitch kind of mentality. Like he's gone straight reds for Wolves fans. Wolves fans are tired of him because of his, disciplinary issues, and I don't see us taking a risk in that department. And the fact that there's a lot of clubs wanting him anyway, so his price is probably still going to be high. So by the way, guys, the journalist Melissa Reddy, who's real reliable, said that she spoke to PSG executives about Mo Salah signing for them, and they said it would be pointless to even try because him and his agent made it clear that he only wanted Liverpool in this past year. And that's why I have so much freaking respect for Mohamed Salah because imagine there would have been so many clubs if Mohamed Salah's agent had gone to PSG's executives, gone to different big clubs, trust me, there would have been interest there. And yet he made it clear to his agent, I'm not interested in speaking to any club. I only want Liverpool. I only want to stay at Liverpool. And bro, that is the definition of loyalty. Because he could have made so much more money. Remember, when you leave on a free, you get a huge signing on fee. Huge. Like if Trent goes to Real Madrid, he'll get between 30 to 40 million straight up as a signing on fee. And that's what Mo could have gone, and yet he decided to stay at Liverpool Football Club. I just, like, my levels of respect have gone even so much higher. It's unbelievable. Emirates FTBL, thank you for your kind message. Congratulations on your win this week. It was a crazy game. Neil Thompson says, I don't think Elliott is going to want to play from the bench again next season. I agree. I think he's got a decision to make and could potentially leave. He wants to be playing regularly. I can't see it. I completely agree with you. I'm worried about that one, Neil, because I really don't want us to let go of Harvey. I think he's so highly rated, so talented, but at the same time, if Slot doesn't rate him in a way where he's gonna start him more often, if I was him, I would leave. You know what I mean? For the sake of his own career. And it's so sad because he is a huge Liverpool fan, boyhood red, and you can tell he desperately wants to be successful at the club. But that only depends on the manager. If the manager doesn't rate him in his system or in his team, there's nothing we can do about that. You know what I mean? Nothing. I have lost, but I mean, I don't. It's not 100% done. But if Trent goes to Real Madrid, I definitely would have lost my respect for Trent. 100%. Doesn't mean that he hasn't done legendary things for the club, though. That's history. The history he has made for the club can't be erased. But my respect from now till the future, yeah, has definitely changed. 100%. I could see Harvey at a mid-table club next season like West Ham or Brentford. Maybe we'd loan him out for a season, but I don't know. The thing is, I think Slot is pretty brutal where he knows if a player is going to suit him or not. And if he just doesn't see it with Harvey, I don't even see why we'd loan him out. Then we would only sell him, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I got to say I'm worried about Harvey's future. I really am. Based off of what we've seen and how Slot has utilized him this season. I definitely am worried about his future. Back in the building, Martin. Nice to see you. Love to see that Salah is staying. Want to donate? Liverpool on top. Yes. What time is our match starting on Sunday? I think it's a 2 p.m. UK time kickoff. Let me just double check for Sunday. So the game is at, yes, like I said, 2 p.m. UK time kickoff. Damn, how do I just know that in my mind? I'm too obsessed with Liverpool, you guys. I have it all in there in the mind. Oh, God. Do you think Osimhen? I don't think we'll sign Osimhen. I don't think so. He's not the type of player I think that we'll go for. I think the type of profile we're more likely to go for is more of a Ekitike. So less of like a big kind of target man, fast, can run in behind, kind of like Darwin, in terms of quality, or an Erling Haaland. I think we'll go more for an Isak type who technically on the ball is elite. And Hugo Ekitike, the striker for Frankfurt. I don't know if any of you guys watched last night. he put in a top performance. He scored a goal against Spurs, but he's very good in his link-up play with his feet, and I don't think that's Osimhen's best quality, and that's why I don't think that's the type of striker we'd go for. Or Gyökeres. I don't think that's the type slot would go for either, from what I hear at least. Tubby, nice to see you. He says, just got out of school and hear this news. It's the best thing in the world. It's the best thing in the world. Yeah, but Ronaldo, the Premier League, like every single Liverpool fan, if you had told us in the summer that in the first season when Klopp went, our most legendary manager from our era, from our lifetimes, we'd go on to win the Premier League, none of us would have believed it. Like, genuinely, I'm telling you, you guys know me. I am such a positive Liverpool fan. I am so optimistic. I go into every game believing we're going to win. And even if we're 2-0 down, I believe we'll come back. That's just how I am in life. Like, I think the never giving up is the best attitude to have, just in general. And even my most deluded self, never thought we'd win the Premier League this season. So, whenever people say, oh, but you lost 3 trophies, bro, take a step back and take a deep breath, because you realize how historic of a season we could go on to have. And that's all I think about. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Rono FC says, I could see Darwin bowling out in a Serie A club like AC Milan or Juve. I agree. I think there's a lot of clubs he'd bowl out for. And that's why this summer, I think he'll leave, because he'll also bring in big funds. There'll be a lot of clubs interested. A lot of clubs interested. 11 p.m. That's not that late, is it? I'm at my friend's house and I showed my friends and he's so shocked. Yes, Musa. We will, Hassan. A big win is coming this weekend against West Ham. I feel it. The atmosphere, the energy at Anfield is going to be special, and that's only just going to spur the team on. Mamadashvili, bro, Dave, I'm a big fan of Mamadashvili from what I've seen. I just think Alisson will continue to be number 1. So if he comes in next season, he will be the number 2, obviously, to Alisson. We're seeing the levels, and I think Kelleher will be sold. That's my personal prediction of what will happen in our goalkeeper position. How about Arsenal, Real Madrid? Who will win the second leg like Real Madrid will win? I think Real Madrid will win, but Arsenal will go through. Nah, anime, I disagree. Trent leaving is definitely not good news. It's definitely not good news because he's one of a kind player. He's one of a kind player and he's world class at what he does. So I personally don't think it's good news, but do I think we'll be okay without him? 100,000%. I think we'll be okay without him. No one is bigger than the club. And anyways, I don't want a player whose head is somewhere else. So I'm not too stressed. I'm definitely not stressed about our future without him, but to say it's a good thing that he's leaving, it's just, to me, that's just a lot. That's just not true. You know, I just don't think it's true. You too, you best believe we're going to have a good rest of our day. You best believe. Football LFC, thank you for being a new subscriber. Welcome in the building. I appreciate the support. What will happen to Harvey Davies? I don't think he's good enough to be a first team player for Liverpool, from what I've heard at least. So I think he'll probably go move somewhere else. Let's freaking go. All right, you guys. Oh, and the football dude. Nice to see you in the building. Thank you for the support. We can now relax. Exactly, Planet Ball. We can now relax. It's the best. But yeah, you guys, that is going to be it for this stream. It was obviously a spontaneous one because we didn't know the Salah news was going to drop this morning. Now the Virgil pictures, videos, everything on his new deal is going to come in the next few days, I bet. Probably tomorrow or Monday. Let's see. But guys, all I'm going to say is what a time to be a Red. Let's cherish all these moments. Let's be thankful. Let's appreciate. Look forward to the game this weekend. We will, of course, do a live watch along for it. And yeah, you guys, enjoy your freaking Fridays. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys on Sunday, or maybe if other news drops before then, I'll see you before. But yeah, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. I will see you guys very soon. You'll never walk alone. And I'm just gonna end it with up the Reds. What a time to be alive. The